Hello learners, my name is Sachin Gavkar, Assistant Professor in Geography at Ganpar Parsagar College of Education. I welcome you all to this course on Introduction to Research Methodology in Geography. The title of the first module is Introduction to Research Methodology. The outline of the module 1 is Introduction, Defining Research, Characteristics of Research, Research Ideas, Qualities of Good Research, Developing a Researchable Question, Steps of Research, Sources of Data, Areas of Research in Geography, Conclusion and References. Research, when we talk about research, it is a very complex phenomena, but in simple terms, it may be simply finding out about something new. It is a form of inquiry. Research seeks solution to the problems. It generates new knowledge and understanding. We can also call research is a subset of invention. There are different people who have defined research in different ways. According to Rocco, research is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search of new facts in any branch of knowledge. According to Redman and Morey, research is a movement from known to unknown. According to C.R. Kothari, research is a manipulation of things, concepts or symbols for the purpose of generalizing to extend, correct or verify knowledge, whether the knowledge aids in construction of theories or in the practice of art. There are different characteristics of research, like research is generalized. When we talk about research, the research usually divides the identified population into smaller samples depending on the resources available at the time of research being conducted. Now the sample is understood to be the appropriate representation of the identified population. Therefore, the findings should also be applicable to the identified population and it should represent the entire population. Next, research is controlled. The concept of control implies in the exploring casualties in relation to variable factors you set in your study in a way that minimizes the effect of other factors affecting the relationship, like experimental research wherein we do research in the laboratories that can be controlled, whereas in the social sciences like geography, history, the factors could not be controlled. Then research is rigorous. One must be careful in ensuring that the procedures followed to find answers to the questions are relevant, appropriate and justified. Again, the degree of rigorous varies markedly between the physical and the social sciences and also within the social sciences. Research is empirical. The process adopted should be tested for accuracy and each step should be coherent in progression. This means that any conclusion drawn are based upon firm data gathered from the information collected from real life experiences or observations. Research is systematic. The procedures or the process has been developed is undertaken in the study. It should be carefully followed step by step and there should not be any missing out of any steps. That's why it is called as systematic. Research is a reliability. It is the degree to which the results of measurement, calculations or specifications can be dependent on to be accurate. Now again it is difficult to measure the accuracy, but there are measurement tools which are there which tells us about the reliability of the research. Research is validity and verifiability. Validation refers to the accuracy of measurements, whether or not it is measured, it is supposed to be measured. The findings of the study should be verifiable by a researcher, because if someone else wants to do a research, he should also be able to follow the proper procedure or guidelines which are followed by the researcher. Research employs hypotheses. Any research definitely begins with the formulation of a hypothesis. Again, hypothesis is a supposition or proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidences at the starting point of investigation. So with the limited information, the researcher tries to do some kind of a study based on the hypothesis or the objectives which are set. Research is analytical and accurate. Research should be focused not only about what is happening but also why and how it is happening. So it should analyze the facts which are there, and again there should be some kind of accuracy in using the research process, the instruments and the tools which are related to each other. Research talks about credibility, the extent to which an analysis of finding can be treated to be trustworthy, because there are secondary as well as the primary sources. When one refers to the secondary sources, the degree of reliability on the research is somewhat less, as the researcher who has done the research earlier, he might be doing it based on his comfort, but the research which is conducted on the primary data, it is more reliable and has more credibility. Next, research is critical. Critical scrutiny of the procedures used and the methods employed is very crucial in research inquiry. Research ideas, when we talk about research ideas, they can be generated from variety of factors, like we have the theories which have been formulated by some of the researchers earlier. We can try to test those theories in different aspects or different areas. Next is personal experiences or observations what we have. The observations what we have around the society or the phenomena which are going on. So based on the observations we can carry out certain research, or we get ideas to do research. Next is replications. In case a study has been done in an earlier area, like for example waste management in some other state, we can try to replicate those measures in our own state or in a new area by taking those as a base. So replications, they are trying to see the possibilities of having some kind of a new ideas, or trying to see whether it can be replicated or not. But to have this, we should have an inquisitive and imaginative mindset, and always have a questioning attitude of why. There are certain good qualities of a research topic, like first, it should be very much interesting first of all to the researcher, because he'll be working on the topic which is taken by him. So it should be interesting to the researcher, wherein interest of the research should be carried on. It should be interesting to the audience who will be reading out the research, or will be getting the benefits of the research. Next is, it should be researchable. There should be scope of researching, finding out something new, finding out there is, if suppose there is some kind of an inquiry, the generating of new knowledge. Next, it should be very much significant, it should be important to the society as well as to the researcher. It should be applicable to the society, it should have some kind of a social relevance. Again, very important, it should be manageable. The problem what we select, or the research topic what we select, it should be manageable by the researcher. Sometimes the data collection becomes a problem, the finding of the information, or finding the sources becomes a problem. So it should be manageable within the given time frame. Next is, it should be ethical. It is one of the most important factor, wherein proper ethics, rules and regulations of carrying out research has to be followed. It should not harm any of the community, it should not harm any personal feelings of a community, or maybe a group of individuals. In geography, there are questions of special inquiry, like what is there, what it is made up of, or how it is made. Like for example, when we talk about the landforms, so what is the landform made up of, where it is. Next, they can concern a special process or a cause and effect, like why that has happened, or how does it work. So we are trying to understand the process behind that. Maybe in any kind of a landform might be, or any kind of a social phenomena. Next is, they can raise questions of space, spatial time or place, like what was that like before. So how was the situation earlier, what will be like now, if suppose I am doing a research now, how it will be, and where did it come from or go to. So we are trying to understand the concept of time as well as the place. It is also trying to understand, is it the same here and there. We are trying to compare. Now in this thing, we are trying to compare between two different areas. They can be problems of human activities or controls, like what can be done to change that. Maybe a social phenomena, maybe waste management techniques, or some kind of energy conservation techniques. So what we can do, so based on that we can have some kind of a research question, how we can keep that from happening. So preventive measures we can take. So there can be new innovative preventive measures which can be implemented through a research. Is there a better way of doing it, some kind of a new way of, some kind of a sustainable way of doing it. If I do this, what will happen? So what will be the cause, or what will be the effect of the particular action which will be taking through our research. How we can get more, or we can do it more easily. So also we can do some kind of, we can improvise on the earlier researches which are done. Developing a researchable question, a question that can be answered with research which is very much feasible, which will be narrow down the broad areas of interest into something that is manageable. For this we have to do a thorough review of literature, wherein we have to do a research or do the reading of the previous available research which is done on the similar topics. But for this we have to also consider the practical matters, like whether it is feasible, whether it is possible to carry out certain research in those areas. Next is access to data, which is very much important. Suppose we are trying to do a research which is not having any base, so it becomes difficult. So we should have a kind of a database from which we can get access to the data. It can be secondary data as well as it can be primary data. Next, again very important, is the cost of carrying out that research. You have to also see the cost, wherein if suppose we are doing interviews, how long we have to travel, what will be the expenses of that, what are the experiments which will be going to conduct, so what will be the cost of that. And very important is the time frame. We have to decide on the research question whether it will take us 1 year, whether it will take us 2 years, 3 years. So depending on the time what we have, we have to decide the question. These are some of the steps of the research process which we will be highlighting in brief. Like first is identifying a problem. The very most important thing is understanding what is the problem which is there, and based on that problem the second step is evaluation of the literature, that is review of literature, reading something which is already been done on that particular topic. Next is creating hypothesis or objectives, forming some kind of a tentative solutions for that, having some kind of objectives. Next is doing a proper research design, like what will be the sample size, what will be the methods which will be incorporated, what are the tools and techniques which will be incorporated, that has to be decided. And once that is done, you have to describe the population. Like for example, when I am doing a research in maybe a socio-economic study on a particular tribal population, so we have to focus on the population on which we are going to do. Like for example, tribal people will be my population, so entire population will not be able to carry out in the research. So we have to, from that population, you have to understand the sample size. So that will be done. And once that is finalized, we have to move on to the data collection techniques. Now we have different data collection techniques. We have primary sources, we have the secondary sources. Now depending on the research questions what we have or the research topic what we have to understand which methods is best suitable to collect the data. Then after collection of data, we have to do the data analysis. We have to analyze the data by using the statistical means, by using digital cartography or other methods of data analysis. And once the data analysis has been done, the final and the most important thing is writing a report, or report writing what we say, wherein the entire facts what we have done or the entire procedure what we have incorporated, the findings which are there, it has to be noted down, or it has to be presented in a proper structure format, which has to be done in a report writing. Next, these are some of the sources which I will be highlighting in general. Like we have the primary sources and the secondary sources. So primary sources of data, we have the survey, under that we have the personal and the telephone and the email. Then we have the observations, under that we have the personal and the mechanical observations. Then we have the experimental, that is laboratory and the field. Then we have the interviews, personal interviews as well as the telephonic interviews. So apart from that, we have the secondary sources of data, that is we can get the information from library, government organizations or NGOs, the organizations which are working, trade and business, the university research which has been already done. So there are a variety of factors. Now I'll be trying to highlight some of the research areas in geography. Like in physical geography, we can try to do research in geomorphology, where it studies various landforms on the earth's surface. Pedology, it is concerned with the study of soils. Biogeography is the science that investigates the spatial relations of plants and animals. We can also carry out research in hydrology, that is wherein it studies water in all its form. Then meteorology, which studies the atmosphere over a short period of time. Climatology we can consider, wherein we study the climate for a longer period of time. Apart from that, we have certain branches in human geography, wherein we can develop some research ideas. Like cultural, we have, which deals about the aspect of human life. So then economic activities of human being, how they are related, what are the advantages, what are the effects of economic activities on the natural environment. Then very important, population. We can do a lot of study on the population, why, like distribution, the density, the patterns of migration, the effects of birth and death, the effect of socio-economic conditions. All these things can be carried out. Then we can also do research on medical geography. Okay, that is a growing field wherein we can also understand the spatial distribution of diseases, the health facilities given over a particular area. Then we can also do research on rural and urban areas. Again, it is very much essential to do research in this kind of areas wherein you have to focus on the research which could be carried out in the cities as well as the villages, the factors which led to their growth or the factors which led to their decline, what are the other areas of research wherein the problems, the effects which can be studied. Then environmental, which deals about the man-environment relationship. So environmental issues we can take up, the pollution and all these things. Historical, wherein human activities of the past and present, how they have been impacted, or we can take up some of the historical factors also. There can be political setup also, which we can take up, relation between the politics and the geography. Behavioral geography also we can take up, wherein the human behavior and the natural environment. Okay, what is linked with it. Then we can also take up the social issues, the cultural aspect of the human life, how it is linked. Okay, these are some of the topics which I have highlighted. There are many more which we can take up from human geography as well as from the physical geography. Now, in conclusion, we can say that research seeks solutions to new knowledge. Research ideas can be generated through observation, theories, and applications. Researchable questions that can be answered with the research which is possible, and we can explore a variety of branches or a variety of areas of research through different branches of geography. These are some of the references which we can refer for module 1. Thank you.